Hey church family, this is the pastor. I'm here with Kirk and April Greer, and want to talk to you just a bit about faith at home and really how it's impacted their life and how it can perhaps transform your relationship both in a spiritual dimension and emotional dimension with your kids. So Kirk, you guys have been at the church 3.5, 4 years or so, right? And as soon as you got to the church, we had just finished preaching through and talking about our faith at home, right? So what was your first response when you heard faith at home? What did you think of?
Well, when we first got to the church, we immediately went to the children's pastor at the time, and we have 3 girls, and we're going to be big users of children's ministry. And we said, where can we plug in? How can we help you? Where can we serve? And he started to tell us about this Faith at Home initiative. And for us, coming from where we had been, it was really just warm water to a dry sponge. That was really where our heartbeat was, and we were very excited to partner in the Faith at Home program. And so that kind of led through a series of conversations into us actually teaching predominantly the Milestone 1 class through the Faith at Home series.
So you got here, realized that you had kids that were going to be in the children's ministry, and you went and volunteered to serve?
We had to. We were big users of that ministry, so we're ready to help.
We wish everybody was that way, and let that be an encouragement to you. Then you actually not only begin to implement the Faith at Home, some of the early milestones in your own lives, but you then started teaching a class.
We did. So for several years, we'd run an off-campus, non-denominational men's Bible study. I had for 10, 12 years, and so my heart was really engaged with regard to dads leading out at home for years and years, and encouraging and equipping men to be able to do so. And so the fact that I could do that and translate that into actually doing that at my home church was just awesome. I was excited about it.
Well, that's good. Now, April, as you think about some of the conversations you've had with your kiddos as it relates to faith at home, what are some significant times that you can remember perhaps that you were able to better engage with your children on spiritual matters?
We have loved just everything about the children's ministry at Cottonwood Creek. The kids come out of church every week, and just the stories that they tell us and the things that they've retained are just amazing to us. And they just start conversations that we can ask them questions and make sure that that we're on the same page about things. And if the curriculum wasn't what it was, we just wouldn't have that opportunity to talk to them about those things. It's just awesome. And the milestone classes are so important. They direct you in helping you
Really ask questions and have conversations with the kids.
Right. And our oldest went through the Milestone 3 class, and they gave us a list of questions to ask her at the end of it, and just opened up all sorts of communication with her. And we were just so thankful for all of the resources that Cottonwood Creek has.
Well, you know, in that it's not easy. We find it oftentimes as parents easy to talk to our kids about a lot of things in life, but we sometimes don't feel equipped to talk to them about spiritual matters. Yeah. And one of the neat things, as you mentioned, going through the classes, taking your kids through the classes, if anything, we hope it opens up just an opportunity for you to communicate with your kids on a spiritual level. Have you found that, Kirk?
We have. You know, one of the hallmarks of the Milestone 1 class that we've had been blessed to be able to teach a time or two is capturing God moments. And it's funny because that class is geared toward parents preparing for their child for baptism or not baptism. Parents preparing for baby dedication, and it's been awesome, that training that we got as teachers of this class, to be able to do that with our own kids much older and be able to still kind of frame those God moments for them and take experiences we're having in our family and translate those to us on a spiritual level for them.
Well, and that's our hope. And so if you're watching this video and you kind of wonder if what Faith at Home can do for you and the milestones can do for you, just think about the opportunity. These classes just simply train you and help you take and capture those God moments. If I think back over my life as a dad, there were many opportunities that I missed, and some of the curriculum that we bring to you are things that I wish that I had. Even as a pastor, I knew how to stand and preach. I knew how to make a hospital visit. I knew how to do a lot of things. But to capture a God moment is not something I really knew how to do instinctively as a dad. And so I can tell you, if I had young children, we would go back through the classes one at a time, and we're continuing to do that as a family. But if you're a newlywed or about to be a parent for the first time, I want to encourage you just to take the testimony of Kirk and April. Start now. Find the first class, milestone number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, all the way up, and then there'll be some, it'll surprise you. But quicker than you think, you'll be watching your son or your daughter walk across the stage as they graduate high school and head off into college. And you could be sitting there at that point going, oh, I missed some opportunities. So we don't want you to miss opportunities. We want you to get plugged into all that God is doing in our Faith at Home ministry here at the church.